All right, we are live, I believe. So today we're live scalping on a prop trading account. The New York Open, scalping the Nasdaq, live day trading. Let's get a screen up. Hopefully, it's a lot more smooth today. I know we had so many internet issues yesterday, but hopefully that's all sorted. So what I'm going to do, give me 2 seconds while I figure this out. So we just opened. I'm going to try split the screen. Yeah, you know what? I can do it like this. That's absolutely fine. All right, so if I do an entire window and share the screen, hopefully you can all see that screen now. You should be able to see it. I'm just going to full screen it. And what I can do, now full screen my stream now. That's the wrong one. There we go. Woo! And then what I can do is at any point, I can just switch over to the footprint and show you guys what I'm seeing. And then switch back to actually the Ola Prime account and do it like that. Because I know a lot of you guys said, oh, can we, can you show the order flow? The thing is, I can't share two screens at once. So I was trying to figure out a way around that. This was the best. Best I could come up with. If there's an easier way, I'm sure I'll figure it out. But how's everyone doing? This is going to be the last stream of 2025. Obviously, New Year's Eve tomorrow. So, not expecting any actual trading on that day. But let me just clear my charts. Let's do it. We're in a clear range as well, so I'm not looking for much to happen. But let's see if we can scalp our way to some money. I'm going to do a volume profile from the top to bottom. Just going to mark out any gaps in volume that I see. It's a nice big one at the top there. That would be a nice place to short the market. But I'm guessing we're going to be pretty much in this range for the rest of today. I can't imagine we'll be, breaking out of this range anytime soon. So, yeah. Might be a bit of a crappy one, but it's all good. I'm just going to draw out that little gap as a potential buy area. Just marking up the charts. I will keep my eye on the chat as well. Hopefully the stream stays stable. So yeah, we're just wedged really between these two areas. Not much really. Yeah. It's not that much. Let's look at the order flow. So I got the order flow again on another screen, so I can see it on both sides. Andre's back. Andre, good to see you. How are you, my friend? Did you have a good Christmas? Let me know. Let's see on the order flow. What do we see? Right. So first things first. Lots of buy on the open. Lots of buyers on the open. A lot of buy pressure. 200 contracts, 228. We're starting to get a bit of sell pressure coming into the market near the tops here. Where's my little drawing? Oh, there it is. It's hidden away. We're starting to see a bit of sell pressure come in, but I'm treating it very much like a range, because that's literally what we're in. We're in a range. So I'm seeing trap buyers potentially at the top. It wouldn't be a bad shout to actually go short, to be honest. It's very hard to keep switching screens. I don't like this, but I'll try my best. And then I've got to go over here. It says, doing well, thanks. Been relaxing and clearing the mind. Hope you're well. I'm very well. Good to hear that you're doing good. Clearing your mind. Obviously, normally I wouldn't really be trading, this close to New Year, but hey, gotta keep going. So I'm gonna look at the footprint. I just want to see. I wonder if I can split screen it, because then I can have the. Okay, that might work better. Chat, let me know. Do you think it would be better if I like half the screen the footprint and the other half Ola Prime? I mean, you wouldn't see as much detail, but therefore you will see both at the same time. That might be actually better rather than me constantly switching tabs like this. Obviously, I have the footprint on this screen here, so I can always look at it. That'll work nicely. Okay, cool. Let me figure out how to do that. All right. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to unshare the screen, get that set up, but I'll still be here. I think that will work. Hopefully. So how can I do this now? Oh, it's even got that option. Oh, that is awesome. Okay. That kind of works. All right. And then if I unfull screen that, should be able to add it onto that side. No, but it's doing... Give me a second while I... What is this? I'm so confused right now. All right, if I just move it like this, that's fine. Just do it manually. That kind of works. All right, I can reshare. Hopefully this actually works. Oh, that actually looks all right. That's not bad. Good morning, AZ Trader. Good to see you. That kind of works. Okay, I like that. All right, we'll do it this way from now on. All right, so you can see what I'm actually looking at. This kind of works. It's a little bit... Second time in stream, hopefully doesn't crash like yesterday. So far, so good. Let's not jinx it. So far, it's working. But we'll see. Tom Rogers, good to see you, my friend. How are you? My God, you gorgeous ray of sunshine. Don't be faffing about today. Oh, amazing. Good to see you, Tom. Tom's a long-time viewer. All right, let's focus on the trading. So again, lots of sellers coming in. I mean, ideally, I want to sell at the bottom here. No, not sell, sorry, buy at the bottom here, sell at the top here. Basically, we're just in that range, right? So when we get near the top of the range, you want to be looking to short. I feel like this kind of opening area where we've just kind of gone up and down, I don't think this is going to hold too well. I mean, there's a lot of sell pressure coming in, but there's a bit of buy pressure. They're not really being that effective. Buy pressure is coming in. Big absorption just happened there. You saw 100 signed contracts here, and then instantly would drop back down to 5. That means a lot of sellers. It might not be a bad idea to potentially go in short, but I am wary that we are at the bottom of a small range. Do you know what I mean? We're just going to give it a few seconds, see if those buyers keep reloading, and they are keep reloading. So I don't want to short just yet. 18, 17, 65, 66, 29. They're still piling on more contracts, you can see, but the sellers are kind of absorbing a bit of it, but not enough. Oh, big, again, drop from 70. They've reloaded back to 50, 46. It might not be a bad short, to be fair. I'm going in short. I'm going to have a stop literally just above here. This is a little bit more risky, but I'm hoping the sellers can take a bit of control here and push this market down. Let's see. All right, so we've got the bill sell pressure coming in from that absorption. Now I want to see what the sellers are doing. You can see they're getting absorbed by the buyers a bit as well in real time, but they are reloading. I feel like we can have a bit of an extension down here. If I get stopped out, it's no big deal. Come on, sellers. They're all trapped at the bottom. 80 contracts at the bottom. We need to release those sellers. If we're trading above them, it's not good. We need to get below. Where's my little drawing tool? Here it is. Okay, we're getting below 150, back down to 109. They are getting absorbed right there. But I feel like the sellers might be able to break it. Let's see how this plays. 130, they are adding more contracts. 149, buyers coming in again. There's a bit of a battle here. Come on, sellers, break through. We're drifting up, even though the sell pressure, here it comes. Come on, sellers. Don't be shy now. There we go. There we go. All right, let's break through that low. If we start faffing about at the bottom here, it's not going to be good. Let's break through this low here. Let's get that push down. Really, oh, look at that sell aggression coming in. Now they need to remain effective, these sellers. Otherwise, they're trapped and I have to get out. Good. We're trading below the heavy sell volume. Keep going. Come on. Don't give up here now. Oh, they're getting absorbed. Come on, sellers. Just break through. Make this a good end of year. There's a lot of sell volume, but they're lacking efficiency a little bit. They're piling on the contracts. They really want to break, but they're getting absorbed. Oh, come on. You were so close. Looks like the buyers are going to take it. I'm getting out. I don't like how many sellers. Look, all that sell pressure being piled at the bottom here, and we're still not breaking through yet. I mean, it doesn't mean that we're not going to break through, but there's a good chance we could drift up a bit, potentially go back to my entry, potentially get stopped out. I might as well take the money now, wait for a bit more of a clearer signal, jump back in. It's not the end of the world. Only problem with this, I can't actually see my P&L, annoyingly. Can I? Ah, there it is, 202. Okay, so I'm going to make 800. Yeah, see, now we're trading above those sellers. So it's just choppy. Just choppy, man. Choppy stuff. We'll give it a bit of time. They'll figure it out. What's everyone doing for New Year? Tom, I know you're out partying. Tom's always got some crazy stories. I'm gonna be boring for New Year. I'm gonna do nothing. Probably see some family. Probably see my parents, to be honest. They'll probably be alone, so it'll be nice to visit them, spend some time with them. Oh, look at all those sell contracts. 100, 200, 3, 4, all getting absorbed here. But I do feel the buyers aren't being that effective either. We're just really locked in a battle. Both sides are kind of pathetic at the moment. But there is something itching me to buy here. I've got this little, I don't know, this little kind of voice in my head saying, buy. But it's not clear enough. It's not clear. That would be a bit of a gamble if I bought. AZ Trader says, family time for me. Taking a break from trading till January. Good. Yeah, no, that's the smart move to do. Take time off. I mean, the market's pretty shit right now, let's be honest. So any win's a win at this point. Look at that. Look at all these sellers coming in. They're not pushing the market. You know what? I'm going in long. These sellers are not pushing the market down. They're really struggling. If they start becoming effective, obviously I've got to get out. Instantly they became effective. Great. But it's just a little spike. This could be a little, like, people call it manipulation. But they got instantly absorbed. Got a bit of a bad price. I got my finger on flat, and realistically, I mean, my stop's got to be like here now because of that. Maybe we can get back to these highs again. The sell pressure is coming in. They're just not able. They might break this iceberg now because their contracts are smaller, and they're actually kind of trading below the buyers. Yeah, I think that was a bad move. All right, I'm going to get out. I don't think that was a good move yet. I think I jumped the gun a bit. I need to see something a bit more clear. Do you trade London session or only NY? Only NY. Just because obviously the NQ is what I trade, so that's on the US stock market. So it's really only open. Oh, look at those buyers. It's really only open. Like the main volume. If you go back, before the US Open, I mean, you can't trade this. It's just low numbers. Like, it's very hard to trade a low volume market because nothing really stands out. Do you know what I mean? You're looking for size. You're looking for big numbers, and if they don't occur, it's very hard to kind of trade on low volume. So you know what? The buyers might have it actually. I don't think. The volume has just died off. All right, sellers are coming in. Let's see if they're actually effective here. Can they break through? They're actually breaking through now. Oh, no, they're not. Every time. They're just... All right, we got to get out of this area. Once we're out of this area is just disgusting to trade. Buyers and sellers are just locking horns right now, and no one's actually winning, really. I would say maybe the sellers are winning slightly, but they're far more aggressive. If you actually look at the footprint, there's far more sellers coming into the market. But the buyers are starting to struggle to hold them back. And they're not really jumping in, the buyers either. They're not really coming in with much aggression. So I think the sellers are eventually going to overwhelm the buyers. And then when that happens, once the sellers start exiting and a bit of buy volume comes in, we can go in for a buy more in this area, hopefully. But we have, started to break below here. So let's see how that plays out. But again, the sellers are just getting booted. Tom says, Sam, I kept my short for a quick plus 200. Patient pays again. Now I'm waiting again. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Patience did pay off. I lack patience, I'll be honest. I do lack patience. But in this case, patience definitely paid off. But still, I mean, it's so choppy and nasty. I just want some clear. Wow, what the hell happened there? I looked off for a second. Oh, holy moly. Well, that was unexpected. All right, so we got a bunch of buyers that came in, right? All in this area. Let's see what happens when we revisit them. Do they start defending? Especially this 177 here, but all that 130, that's definitely institutional activity happening. I'm not sure which institution is trading at this time, but God knows, right? Let's see what happens. Sellers are trying to push it down, but they're struggling. This might be a... But the buyers have just stopped again. We had a little sweep up. All right, a bit of buy pressure coming in, but marginal, really small. What I do like is the fact that we have sellers at the bottom of this candle, and we're still trading, kind of above the sellers. I'm going in for a buy. I think the buyers might have this now. I think they finally might take over. If we can just push up a little bit and stop this choppiness, I want to see, I can realistically keep my stop kind of below this 177. So let's call it 18250. 18. Oh, that's actually a lot further than I thought. That's fine. $395 stop, 615 win. Not great. Let's push it up a bit. Let's go to about here. All right, we've got some buy volume coming in. Let's see if they can keep extending. Sama Lama Ding Dong, Tiger says. Don't remind me of that. All right, there's the buyers. Look at that. All the sellers dropping out. We've got to the first target. I've got my finger on flatten just in case the buyers start failing and we start deciding to reverse on potentially this range. Lots of buyers coming in, 300 contracts. Let's see if they're effective. They're still trying to push it up another 100. Yeah, good. All right, they got the extension. I'm just going to target 1,000, even though it's a bit silly because there's nothing really there. But I think we can drift back up into this area at the top here. If this momentum continues, I'll obviously have my finger on flatten. If I see anything I don't like, 68 sellers. Sellers are starting to come in at the tops here, but it's not the end of the world yet. Bit more sellers. They're getting absorbed. You saw it went from 100 all the way down to 28. That's good. Absorption. That's what I want to see. Come on. Don't fail me here. 150, 230. That's it. Add a bit of volume. We'd drop back down to 150. There's a lot of absorption now from the buyers. Sellers absorbing buyers. Reload. Come on. Add more contracts, buyers. That's it. 195, 200. Keep reloading. Come on, get me to 1,000. There it is. Let's make it a bit higher. We can keep going. Trail this a bit. Come on. They're dropping off now, the buyers. They're getting weak. We're not seeing any buy pressure come in anymore. I think buyers are... Come on, buyers. Give me something. A little push. That's it. Come on, 49 contracts. Add it all. Back down to 5. Back down to 3. 18. Come on. They're starting to fail. I'm taking the money. All right, what's my balance? I have no idea. 761. So I need to make 240 to be at 1,000. That's not too bad. But yeah, that initial candle that sparked it, that came out of nowhere. What the hell? That came absolutely out of nowhere. Just. But that's why it's dangerous trading at times like this. Well, when I say times, I mean times of the year, because you have essentially a thin book, because there really isn't that much activity in the market. There's not that many participants in the market. Most institutions, most traders are not trading. So there's a lot of lack of volume. So the market is thin. They call it, the book is thin, like the depth of market on the side here. It's just not that many orders. You can have then, if someone places a bigger order, it just blasts through a large amount of price levels with no, like, nothing stopping it really. So bit dangerous, when you have a thin book. And then you get these kind of candles where it's just out of nowhere, boom, someone placed an order, just shot through. And if you were, in a short, for example, down here, like instant stop out, right? And then you're going to be pissed off. And so, yeah, you're going to be a bit careful when you're trading on, at like times of the year, like now, like near the end of the year, or any holidays or anything like that. Yeah, be careful. FOMC is another one, for the numbers before Jerome speaks, all that. The market gets very thin. Everyone's pulling money out the market because no one wants to be in the market because he can say anything, right? And it just goes crazy. It's too risky. So, yeah, you get these kind of spikes. But we're just kind of consolidating. We're not really doing much. Sellers look like they might want to take over the market. I don't want to short yet, even though we are at the top of this range. I'm going to wait for something a bit more clearer. I mean, there is sell pressure coming in, to be fair. And we are kind of trading above a lot of these buyers. I mean, trading below a lot of these buyers. It's just the range is so small. We've got such a small range here. I mean, how many points are we looking at? 65-point range. I would love for it to kind of extend a little bit out of this kind of range. Give me a really clear, buy trap, and then I can short the market. That would be great. Like, if we get more to this kind of purple box where this gap in volume is, that would be lovely. I would short it all day long. Come on now. Okay, so the sellers are starting to fail again. Buyers are coming back in. There's just not much volume. Sellers are coming back in. Again, we're in this kind of choppy battle going on. Come on, guys. Buyers are starting to come in, but they're getting absorbed. Okay, big buyers, 130, back down to 70, reloading, back down to 70, 96, 120, back down to 89, 60, 48. There's absorption happening, man. The sellers aren't coming in aggressively either. And they've reloaded, they're coming back in. Yeah, the extension is going to happen. We're going to short it a bit higher up. We're going to wait. I'm going to try this whole patience thing that Tom was talking about. Let's just finish 2025 on a good note. That would be good. Finish 2025 in profit. Well, on a profitable day. That'd be good. Because I kind of have this superstition. If you finish the last trading day of the year on a negative, does that dictate the next year for you? I don't know, man. You kind of don't want to start the new year on a losing day. That would. All right, look at all this buy pressure coming in. We're getting to that area. I'm going to get ready to start potentially shorting now. This is looking a lot more, the volume is coming in. This is good. I really, really want to see now buyers potentially get trapped and start failing. I'm really keeping my eye on the order flow. Got my finger on sell. They're still quite effective, these buyers. They're starting to fail a little bit now. We'll drop back down to 80. Just want a little pop. Some kind of, breakout trader or something. Oh, look at that. Now the sellers are trickling in. All right. I'm going in preemptively. I only need $200 to hit 1,000. But I'm going in preemptively, hoping that sellers come in. Got my finger on flatten. Come on, sellers now. Let's trap these buyers. If we don't trap them, we trade above basically this candle. I'll just get out. It's not the end of the world. And I can jump back in. I'm just waiting for a bit of aggression from the sell side to come in. In fact, I'm going to set my stop right now. I always forget to set the stop. It's really bad of me. I know it is. So, okay. The sellers are slowly. They're not really coming in yet. Buyers are still quite aggressive, but it's kind of balanced a bit. Bit of a balance. I mean, especially if we start trading below, all this buy volume. Beautiful. I can have a take profit further down. In fact, I could probably, go back to the point of control at the bottom here. All right, buyers got absorbed. They're coming in strong now. Buyers are trying to come in strong. This is the moment. Let's see if we can get below those buyers and trap them. So they all came in roughly around my entry. There we go. Now the sellers are starting to push. These buyers are slowly starting to drop out the market. They're going to try and defend here. So we are going to get a bit of a, up and down, bit of a battle. That's, to be expected. But as long as buyers start dropping out, and what you're seeing here, these 160, that's going to be a lot of these buyers potentially getting out the market. 200. Now we've got that sell pressure coming in as buyers basically get out the market, right? Now, as long as they keep dropping out, they're going to release pressure. When the pressure is released, it kind of opens up for new people to come in, new sellers to come in and push that market down. You're seeing the numbers getting bigger. These are all those buyers getting the hell out the market. I forgot how much I need again to... What have I done? Oh, my God. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, 760, so 240 I need. We're basically there. Well, this is a bit better because I only really need to see the order flow. All right, we've hit 1,000. Let's see if we can get a bit of an extension. I will set, it's a bit below it now. If we extend a little bit more, let's get that sell pressure. I'll set it to 240 so I can lock in 1,000 guaranteed. But obviously I'm instantly going to get pushed out the market if I let go now. Come on. Look at these damn buyers trying to defend. Look at them coming in. Stop being effective. Get down. Stop faffing about. Come on. That's it. Trade below the buyers. Push them out the market. All right, let's lock in that 240. So either way, I've got the 240 now. That's it. We're back into this area. This is the first area I'm going to expect a bit of, So I've got my fingers still on flatten to potentially. Now I'm just going to keep my eye on the contracts. You can see buyers coming back in, 60. Sellers are coming in heavy, but we're still kind of controlling the market. It's okay. If we get any wobble room from the sellers, I'm going to bag the money. Buyers still trying to push it up. They're being a bit... Nope, good. Sellers are still taking control. Come on, they're getting absorbed now. Buyers are coming in, but it's still relatively lower volume. Oh, bigger buyers coming in a bit. But they're struggling to push it up, which is okay. In fact, let's bag a bit more. Let's bag 280. Because I think the commission will put me just under 1,000. And that would be a bit annoying. Oh, yeah, look at that. Buyers are coming in. We might get a bit of a pullback. I'm going to give the sellers another few seconds to potentially come in here. 50 contracts, bit better. Come on. Let's get below that 69. I mean, realistically speaking, if we trade above these 142, these sellers here, I'm looking to get out. So that is at, bloody hell, I can't see anything. 142, 74825. Let me just draw that out. 74825. So basically the top of that wick. Get rid of this little blue line here. So here we go. Come on. Sellers are starting to struggle. I mean, they are struggling a bit. 130 contracts. They're still not pushing it down. This could be a retracement. I'm going to bag the money. I've made 1,200. That's my target hit for the day in 30 minutes of the open. So pretty good. I'm going to look at some of the comments now. Sammy, I'm not trying to teach you anything, but I have literally watched everything you do the past couple of days and notice a pattern in your execution. Most of your losses come from FOMO. And most of your winners come after confirmation. So if you waited for A+ setups, I think your win rate will skyrocket. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm very, you're absolutely right. There is FOMO there. I like to front run trades quite often. Mainly because, I'll keep a tight stop, obviously. And all right, I get kind of, chopped up a bit. But then I think the pain of missing the move for me is worse than getting stopped out. Does that make sense? So, for example, this move down that I just caught, right? Imagine, I jumped in, for a buy like here, and then I got stopped out, and then I jumped in and I got stopped out. And then I thought, okay, no, I'm no more. And then it just plummeted down. That would hurt me more. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm like, if only I jumped in again, I would have caught that move. So I like to kind of be in the market in areas where I'm seeing that kind of shift. I'd rather be early and get stopped out than be late and miss the move. So it's kind of like a balancing act. But yeah, I mean, if I wait for confirmation a bit, because again, like in this move, I didn't really wait for confirmation. I did front run it just purely based on two things. We've got a gap in volume. Buyers were starting to struggle. Sell pressure was coming in at a trickle, but not like a lot. But we didn't really get confirmation until, I would say, this candle here. So yeah, this candle was really kind of the confirmation, you know. Jumping in here would have been the confirmation. And yeah, I mean, you could try and hold across here, but again, like, I don't hold trades that long. I like to, the moment I see any kind of sign I don't like, I bag the money, out I go. Unless I see, you know, I'll try and hold the trade as long as it's not showing me anything terrible. I'll try and hold it to kind of, you know, maximize it. But if I've kind of hit my target and I'm already kind of happy with what I've done, I'd rather secure that profit, lock out, and do you know what I mean? And then it kind of works for me. But is there ways to improve? Absolutely. Like, I could have held this, been a bit more patient, as Tom would say. Be a bit more, you know, what's the word? I guess confident, you could say, you know, in the original analysis. But there's times where I've been caught out, you know, where I've tried to hold and then, you know, and I think, why didn't I get out when I first saw the first sign of trouble? So sometimes it works better if you hold. Other times it's better to be a bit more, what's the word, skitsy, you know, a bit more cautious. I think it depends on the market as well. Like, at this time of year where the book is quite thin, you can get sudden kind of jumps. I'd rather be more on the side of caution. If the market was nice and, like, you know, lots of volume, then yeah, I'd be a bit more, because I know it'll be a lot harder for the buyers to take control because there's so much more volume. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now the book is kind of thin. If buyers wanted to take control, it wouldn't be that difficult to reverse the market at this moment in time. You know, we're starting to see sellers slowly failing a little bit, but again, to be expected, because we're, you know, at this kind of little area here where we had before a bunch of kind of rejection. You're going to get buyers buying the dip, whatever. It's going to happen. But yeah, that's my target hit for the day. It's a bit of a short stream. I mean, I could stay on for a bit more for you guys, entirely up to you. But I think unless I see like a really good trade, like A+ setup, I probably wouldn't take another one. Yeah, look at all these sellers coming in. 100. They're starting to struggle here again. It's a bit of a struggle in this area. I'm not seeing anything on order book. I mean, the order book is just tiny. It's really not that much. Yeah, now we're starting to trade above them. Potential for a buy scalp here, but I wouldn't expect much movement up. Maybe a bit of a pullback, maybe back up into this kind of area, and then potentially sellers will come back in. Because let me do a volume profile here, actually. Yeah, so we've got the point of control, little gap up there, and sellers instantly taking over again. We had a tiny bit of a pullback, but nothing major. But yeah, there's definitely an iceberg of some kind here sitting, you know, absorbing a lot of these sellers. But we're not really at an area where I'd want to buy. Romna Zayan. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Hi, how do you get footprint on TradingView? Very, very easy. Let me make TradingView a bit bigger. So there's actually a video on my channel. If you go to my channel, there's literally a video called how to get, let me find it. I've got to be careful I don't end the stream or something. So if I just pull up the channel real quick, it's this video here, how to set up footprint charts on TradingView, full guide and tutorial. I basically go and explain how to do it. But essentially, you need the premium version of TradingView. It's, for me, it's about £67. Say it's $100 a month, roughly. Once you got the premium version, you can get the footprint chart. So under the chart types, you'll have volume footprint. But it only works on the future. So you need the actual, to get the real volume, because the footprint is useless if you got fake volume, because otherwise it will show you tick volume. Tick volume is completely useless, right? You want the CME actual data. So again, on TradingView, in fact, I can show you it. If I can pull this up, I'll show you real quick. So if you go on tradingview.com and scroll to the bottom, you'll see CME Group Futures. If you click that, it's $7 or £7 a month. You would be a non-professional user. That's only if you work for an institution. You don't have to worry about that. You subscribe to it, then you get the actual data. So all the contracts that are coming from the CME exchange, right? And and then it will only work on CME products. So like the NQ, the Nasdaq, where it says CME. If you wanted to trade the S&P, it's called the ES, and it says CME. If you wanted to trade like a currency, like the euro, it's 6E. And then again, it says CME, etc. So you can Google all the tickers of what you want to trade. And then, yeah, you get the footprint. And then obviously there's a bit of a setup. You want to, change the colors, all the settings to how you like. But I use just the delta footprint, so the difference between the buyers and sellers. You can obviously use, the actual buy and sell footprint. But for me, that's just hard to read. Like, it's very hard to kind of gauge who's in control, because you kind of have to do a bit of mental math. I don't really need to do the mental math. All I'm looking for in real time is, the actual numbers where we are. So 46 back down to 15, they're reloaded to 30, buyers coming in 69, instantly absorbed back down to 12. I'm looking at like the supply and demand in real time at key areas. And, if we're at a key area and I see absorption, I see that kind of shift in power, who's effective. These buyers are not very effective right now. They're putting in contracts, but we're not pushing up. But if we start pushing up now, boom, 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 those buyers are becoming effective. Okay, cool. Sellers are losing efficiency. But I explain all of this stuff on my channel. There's so many videos. I'm going to keep making more where I really explain the footprint and, how to view it, how to trade it, etc. So yeah. Let's look at the chat, what it's saying. I'm done today, 642 plus on my funded account. Really good, Tom. What a great way to end the year. AZ Trader, does anyone know how to keep the stream actually live? For me, it's lagging behind around 1 minute. I'll have to ask ChatGPT probably. I'm not sure why. If it's lagging, I'm not sure why. That might be something on my end again. I'm very new to streaming on my own setup, so bear with me as I kind of work out all the issues, and it will only get better. Shutting it down, make the money and leave. That's it, Tom. Once you hit a target, lock it in, man. Lock it in. That's the best thing. Don't keep trading. Lock it in. Bag your money. Walk away. Come back the next day. Do the same thing. 30 minutes, an hour, and yeah, you just rinse and repeat. And if you lose any day, $1,000, walk away as well. That's all I do. Cheers. Appreciate the info. You're welcome, Romno. You're welcome. Click 10-second for. Oh, yes, that's true. Toby Samalebo. Toby Samalebo, I think. Tobet Samalebo. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Yeah, that might work, actually, if you just scroll forward. I don't know. But I think that's pretty much it, guys. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to work on another video for the channel after this. But yeah, every day, NY Open. Obviously tomorrow, it's not going to happen. But I'll be back January the 2nd. So I think that's Friday. Yeah, Friday, January 2nd. I'll be back trading NY Open exactly like we did today. And then from there on, Monday to Friday, every day, I'll be trading NY Open probably for like 30 minutes to an hour. And yeah, and unless there's like a holiday or something, obviously like a big holiday, that's different. But otherwise, the schedule's back to normal. But I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thank you all for coming. Have a great new year. I'll see you on Friday. Wish you all lots of, health, success, all good stuff for the new year. And let's make 2026 the best year yet. All right, everyone. Take care. Thank you all. Have a good one.